Morning, beautiful people. Morning to myself. I just woke up, but the thought I had this morning was, about life's problems, right? And I realized throughout my life, I've been seeing problems as something so big, something that I cannot tackle, right? Life problems are actually very small, you know what I'm saying, compared to what is actually going on in the world, or compared to us just being a little speck in the universe, right? Um, God did not promise that life was going to go smooth. Like, that's literally one of the laws of the universe. What is up must come down, and what's down must come up, right? And there's just those little hiccups, those little mountains, little hills that we have to, go over to eventually come to a smooth ground, a soft spot, a river, whatever you want to call it, whatever makes you flow at the end of the day, right? Full transparency, like, I got kicked out of my house like a month ago, and it was tough. Like, I cried about it. I was stressing myself at first to come up with solutions, right? But over some time, I over some time I started to see it as this is just a bump in the road, and don't let it stress you out. You know what I'm saying? Don't make it such a big problem. Like, you could see it as this, but really it's just this, right? And you have to literally, like, calm yourself in that moment. You have to ground yourself in that moment. You have to remind yourself that, life is going to come with these things, and 9 times out of 10, it's not working against you. This is not happening to you. It's happening for you, right? And I just had to realize, okay, well, in order for me and my family to live comfortably and have a spot to call our own, we had to move. And, it happened so abruptly because I guess life wanted it now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would have took us probably a longer time to get to a place of, having a place of our own instability or whatever. So that's that. Problems are going to come, right? Problems are gonna come. Problems are gonna come. But I don't want to see it as problems anymore, because it's going to, like, make you magnetize it. It's going to make you feel like, oh my gosh, this is happening to me again. Why is life happening to me? No, it was never happening to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the things that's happening in the world, all the things that's happening within the universe, like the retrograde and Pisces and different things, like, different elements are set up in this world to lead you to a different path, to teach you a lesson, to, give you certain experiences. And don't feel like there's something wrong all the time, because you're most likely not going to have the confidence to face it, right? Like that paper, that 20-page paper that's due next week, or probably the next day, is, you see it as this, but it's really this. You know what I'm saying? That relationship, that argument, that friendship, you see it as this, but it's really this. Like, the situation is so small, and I swear, once you, like, minimize it into this is just a hiccup, not a problem, a hiccup, you have the most confidence to face it, because you automatically see yourself bigger than what it is, bigger than the situation, bigger than the hiccup. Like, this is something I can get over, because I'm bigger than whatever's happening in my life right now. I still have control. You know what I'm saying? Because when you see it as a big thing, you feel like you have no control within it. You feel like you don't have any control within yourself. You feel like almost defeated. You don't feel like the warrior that, you really are. You don't feel, that confidence, right? That's like when you see a spider, for instance, and you get so freaking scared, but you realize you're 10 times bigger than that spider. Even though some of them are deadly, you're 10 times bigger than that spider. Stop like freaking out. Stop making things bigger than what it actually is, right? And I've been doing that my whole life. That's literally why I've been once upon a time diagnosed with anxiety. But as someone that wants to automatically just have my first response be, let's be calm, let's be grounded, let's think this through, you have to see problems in that way. You have to minimize it. As somebody that wants to get rid of my anxiety, which I don't care what society tells you, like, just because you're diagnosed with something doesn't mean that it has to hold you within that box or trap you or define you. You know what I'm saying? Just because I was once upon a time depressed and had anxiety doesn't mean it's going to stick with me for the rest of my life. It's going to be challenging to, get rid of, transform it, whatever the case may be, but it's possible, right? So the little steps count every day, and I'm at a point where it's just like, stop making things such a big deal. Like, you're giving yourself so much anxiety, especially because I'm trying to regulate my nervous system. Like, like, slow it down. Even if you have to like stop for a minute, reflect, do something that grounds you. What really grounds me, and this is not an opportunity that like everybody could do, but I go to the beach. Excuse me. I go to the beach, sit by the ocean, and I look out into the ocean, and I realize like I'm so small compared to the things that's out there. It's really not that serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, I use nature to ground me in a sense. It works. It works because that's the way of me connecting back to Gaia. That's a way of me connecting back to something that's bigger than me, that is, making me able to see the bigger picture in things. Like, everything happens for a reason, and I can't stumble myself, beat up myself, have anxiety about things because a problem came across. Like, life is always going to have that, and if you're always going to tackle problems with anxiety, you're going to cause yourself this unnecessary mental stress. Like, stress is the number one killer, baby. We try to live long out here. Let's take it down a few notches, right? It could just, and not to say that certain situations don't need, feelings or validation, but this is a psychology fact. Feelings last for 90 seconds. Not a day, not 2 hours, not 3 weeks, 90 seconds. Anything after those 90 seconds, you are choosing to feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is a fact. You can search it up. 90 seconds. After 90 seconds of your feelings, you are choosing to repeat whatever feelings is coming up. You are choosing to put more thought into it than it actually should be, when just feel it out. And even if for some people it takes a little minute, more than 90 seconds, feel it out. Feel it. And I've always said this with my my videos too. Feel it, but also know when to let it go. Bring it up, process it, feel it, let it go. Because feelings do not define you. That's another thing as well. Your feelings do not define you. These life circumstances do not define you. You define you. You have control over yourself. Remember, most of the life and perspective that is happening is in your head. Change your perspective. Change your way of thinking. Rewire that brain into thinking more positive thoughts. Do not entertain the negative thoughts, even when they bring it up. Even when they come up. Analyze it. Do not stick with it. Right? Like, I've been trying to like practice this for a very long time now, you know what I'm saying? And as I'm coming into a more calmer and peaceful version of myself, it makes it easier for me to say, hey, I feel this, let it go. You know what I'm saying? Anything after that, I'm choosing to do, right? And I'm not gonna lie, like it's not as easy as I'm like setting it out to be, because it took me a little minute, you know. I always had this calmness about me, but I've also struggled with emotional instability. I've also struggled with that imbalance within myself, especially when problems come about, because, you know, I've grew up in environments where problems were so big. Problems, you know, destroyed relationships. Problems caused arguments every single day. Problems gave people around me anxiety. So I picked it up, right? Knowing that it shouldn't be the case, but as a child, you're gonna do what you're gonna do, right? But as an adult, and I'm growing older now, and I'm coming into the woman that I want to be, oh, I don't want to be this anxious anymore. Oh, I don't want to magnetize problems anymore, because most of these problems are not in my control. If you really think about it, what was I gonna do about getting kicked out of my house? Beg and plead for me to stay? No, that's not in my control. It happened, and this is literally how I was thinking about it. Okay, this happened now. I'm gonna cry it out because it's very emotional. Let's get to the next step. Let's start thinking about what to do next, right? Come up with solutions, and I did. And I think it's been like a month and some change now. We have an apartment. Why? Because I didn't stress about it. I didn't worry about, oh my gosh, I got kicked out, and I just focused on that. No, I said, oh, I got kicked out. Let me go find another place to live. Like, it's not that big. It's not that serious. And I was able to stay calm. I was able to save money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was able to focus on other things. I literally, I kid you not, I got kicked out, and I think like the same weekend or the weekend after that. Was it? No, I think it was the same weekend I started a new job, right? I couldn't say, oh, I got kicked out. I can't come into work. That was the most busiest month of my life. I did not catch a break from this since I got kicked out, right? But I didn't see it as such a big problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a bump in the road. It was a hiccup. It was something that was happening for me. Don't let it build. And I was able to keep calm in the situation. I was able to regulate my nervous system because I was thinking it of that way. Even though it caught me off guard, even though at first I was a little shaky, emotions was all over the place, I was able to catch myself. It's the most important thing. Be able to catch yourself. Be able to say, okay, it is what it is. How do I process this and move forward? You know, alchemize that situation. Alchemize it. Pray on it. You know, journal about it. Talk about it with friends. Do what you gotta do, right? But don't be stuck on the problem. Don't make it, you know, things are like, when you realize that things are much smaller than when you're making it out to be, it's so much easier to be like, hey, this ain't nothing. This ain't nothing on the G. This ain't nothing on me. Let me move forward. Let me do what I gotta do for myself. Let me control my emotions, right? Like I said, after them 90 seconds, why are you really stuck on it? Your brain done released it. It's just up to you. Right? Right. And if it takes a little longer, shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm always for the crying. Cry. Crying is such a purging feeling. I feel like it literally baptized the brain. Like, once you've like release and let yourself cry after, you're like, okay, I can do this. Let's keep going. Right? Right? You know, it gives it, and when I was making a big deal out of everything, I had less and less and less and less confidence within myself. Right? I ain't gonna lie, 2025 was a pretty hard year for me. I made a big deal out of everything. I magnetized everything. Oh, I had no official job like that. Oh my gosh. I had no car. I still don't have no car, but I ain't got no car like that. I don't have no stability within myself. Like, this thing happened to me, and I'm like magnetizing everything. Like, every small problem I was making a big deal out of, and that's when I had less confidence in myself. That's when I was very, very, very depressed. But then it was just like, why? Why am I doing this to myself? Life is going to come with problems whether I like it or not. Why? I need to find a better way how to deal with this. Once I did, I mean, look at me. I'm glowing. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at me. Like, I look stress-free. Yes. Even though life is still happening. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? Right. Yeah. That was a thought. The morning tea for the morning, the unsweetened, right? Because I'm not editing this. This is real. Yeah. So just remember that, like, what are you really tripping about? Like, I feel like we as humans, we trip off of a lot of things, especially nowadays. You know what I'm saying? You go on social media and everybody's freaking tripping. What are you tripping about? Life problems is not that big. Stop magnetizing it. Stop making it seem like the problems are bigger than you. You are bigger than that problem. You are bigger than that spider I was just referencing earlier. Stop tripping. Okay. All right. See you guys on the next episode, whenever that is. I'm gonna be real honest, because life has been real busy. But I never stopped. I never quit. I'm still here. Okay. See you.